So talking about Tyson Fury, you're about to have your first fight, and then you get a call from Tyson Fury. Is that
My
right?
full fight it was. I had
Fourth.
3 fights, but this had been my first fight in front of a crowd after COVID, and got a call to go up and spar him. So it was amazing to be able to have that opportunity. Met John Fury as well, Sugar Hill, and what an experience it was.
What a big human being Tyson Fury
Massive.
is. Like, his hands are like massive. Like, what's it like going up sparring against? Like, how much power do you release when you're sparring a guy like that?
You go all out every spar, really. Like, you're not going to hold your power back. You might hold back the intensity sometimes in terms of how, like, sometimes you spar people with less experience than you, and you might catch them and then back off. But sometimes the spars are very heated. I've had many heated spars with my good friend Joe Joyce. But if I'm going to go and do some work for Tyson Fury, I need to give the best account of myself, because he's not wanting me to go up there just to mess around. You know, I've got to give him some good work.
How much of an advantage is that height and reach that Tyson Fury has?
If used well, it's a big advantage, but being tall is not always an amazing thing. The overhand right, you can be caught with quite easily. You keep dropping your hand, you're a big target. It all depends on how you use it and what tactics you implement. If you're a tall man, you want to use your reach, you want to use your jab. If you're a shorter man, you want to rough it up and get on the inside. But everyone's different. Every box is different. Mike Tyson was a world champion, and as you said, Tyson Fury's been a world champion, and they're both completely polar opposite builds. Yeah. So it's all about how you harness your own personal skills.
What's your style?
Aggressive, instinctively aggressive. I can't change that.
Is that pressure, trying to put pressure on your
putting
opponent?
Pressure on the opponent, but I think I'm maturing in that now and learning that I can box as well. I can do that. I haven't had to show too much of that yet, but in the gym, sparring, I've got good boxing skills, and it's all to do with your subconscious and relaxing a bit when you're in the ring. Now I've done it 12 times, you do it again and again, the nerves don't get you as much, you're not as tense, and I can hopefully deliver better performances, and the knockouts will be more fluid that way, you know?
Well, you're known to be a knockout puncher. 11 knockouts out of 12 fights. That's a pretty solid record so far already. We see them
overhand
them
bosh.
Overhand, like it looks like that's like your favorite punch. Like you go. I see you go body bang overhead. Like you seem to mesmerize your opponent. Like they've got to be some impactful punches for them to be putting their guard down. Like
that's good. And my instincts and my natural power is something I never want to take away from myself. That's how naturally I am, and it's just about refining that, using your jab more, picking the right moments to explode, because there will be some really tough guys out there. I've already fought a tough guy in my 5th fight, Spanish heavyweight champion, and I broke my hand in that fight, got cut in the first 30 seconds on my eye. I couldn't see out of that eye, and I still got the victory. But sometimes people are going to be tough and things aren't going to go your way, so you need to learn how to use your boxing skills as well, you know.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about some of your fights, being that we're on that topic. So when you fought Musil,
Dominic Musil, from the Czech Republic. I fought him
round 1,
29th of October 2022, and round 1 job. He was really up for it. I remember him to my part of my management team, Shane Watson, still a good friend of mine. He went to go and watch him wrap his hands, and Musil went to Shane Watson. He went like that to him, so he was bang up for it. But that was over in a minute.
That was a quick one. Then Dimitri Bezus.
That was my
February 3rd.
February the 3rd this year. American debut in Las Vegas. That was an honour. He'd fought for the WBO European title just a couple of fights before that, or 1 fight before that. Big old unit. Only been beat once. Had 10 victories, 1 loss, and blew him away from there. I was happy about that because I got cut in the build-up to that fight as well on my nose.
Oh, no.
And I had to hide it a little bit, and I was fine, but it's got a risk of coming back open, and that's never good when a cut comes open. So got it done quickly.
Does that make you fight differently when you've got an injury going into a fight where...
It makes you think about it in the build-up, but once you're in that changing room and you're going out to fight, you just go, you just do it. But it does affect your training preparation. I couldn't train for a week. I just had to walk. I couldn't spar for the last 4 weeks of my camp. So you've got these little thoughts in your mind: am I fit enough? Have I done? And the preparations weren't the best for that camp, but you just get on and you get it done.
So mentally, how do you prepare?
It's a fight at the end of the day, and you think in your head, if I had to go and have a fight on the street now, would I back myself? So it's that killer mentality you've got to have no matter what happens. You can prepare as well as you want, but if your brain's not switched on, it doesn't matter if you prepared for 10 weeks or you prepared for 1 week, you've still got to have the same mentality.